young people will once again play a very big role in the primaries.
And we have our very own reporter here, Alexa D'Amato, here to tell us just how much young people know about what's going on today.
This Super Tuesday marks the first time some college students are eligible to vote. However, many know little to nothing about the upcoming primaries. What do you know about the presidential primary?
Nothing. I took a politics class in AP Gov Pol, but I didn't know there was a thing called Super Tuesdays.
I don't keep up with like everything, but I know some stuff.
Not a whole lot. I just usually know like when to vote and like who I'm voting for.
Nothing.
I have no idea.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know nothing about any of it.
Not much at all.
Lawrence Levy is the executive dean of the National Center for Suburban Studies at Hofstra. He says typically, students know less than the average person because of their busy schedules.
Students have a lot on their minds that go beyond politics. And sometimes it's hard to understand why this election, which doesn't even tell you who is going to be the winner and hold the keys to the White House or the gavels in Congress, is important to them.
Many Hofstra students say that politics is not always the easiest thing to talk about.
I try not to get into arguments, I guess, with people or anything if anyone has a differing opinion, unless it's really bad.
We all try to avoid it at all costs because everyone has such different opinions that it can end badly, and none of us really want to do that.
Some students are hoping to learn more about the political system in their classes.
I feel like I've never taken a class or any professors that have explained it to me. If I'm not in a political science class or anything to do with politics, I feel like it's just not talked about in my regular classes.
Regardless of their party affiliation, Levy hopes more students will participate in the primary election as much as the general election.
First thing I'd say to first-time voters is become a first-time voter. Don't become a first-time eligible voter and then choose not to show up at the polls. Anybody considering staying home, whether they're a Republican or a Democrat, would be making a very big mistake.
After record-breaking turnout in 2020, fewer young adults plan on voting in this year's primary because of their dislike for both former President Trump and President Biden. The U.S. Census Bureau estimated that 57% of young adults voted 4 years ago, and that 49% will vote this year.
Alexa D'Amato bringing us that amazing story. Let's be honest here. Dean Lawrence Levy said that students have a lot on their mind, right? So obviously classes, real life stuff, the next Taylor Swift concert they're going to go to, whatever it may be. But for you, hearing those responses, how surprising was it that students really don't know what the primaries really are?
To me, I found it very surprising because I feel like that there's a lot of opportunities for students to learn about things. I especially found it very surprising that a student who took an AP government class still didn't know what Super Tuesday was after taking a class about the government.
Right, and what do you think a possible solution could be to that?
I think that students need to start taking their own initiatives and learning more outside on their own time, whether that be through internet resources that they find and using reliable information.
It's funny, I just mentioned Taylor Swift. She actually said people in Tennessee should go out and vote. So maybe that led to more young voter turnout in that state. But Alexa D'Amato here telling us how much young people don't know about the primaries. Alexa, thank you so much for taking the time.